Welcome back to this week's edition of Modern Tech and Transformation. We have a familiar face from season 1, Vaibhav Gupta, here with us today. Thank you for
Thank you,
coming.
Carla. Thank you so much for inviting me again.
Yeah.
Actually, so this is really good to meet you again.
Yeah, welcome back. And season 2, we're talking a lot about SAP.
Sure.
And you are critical to the success of our SAP practice here at Resolve Tech Solutions. So we will
Thank
be
you.
hearing from you a lot more, I'm sure.
Sure. I'm here. You can ask any question you have, and I will try my level best to answer all those questions.
So today we're going to talk about a viral SAP topic,
Okay.
the BTP technology.
Okay.
So starting off for our audience, what is SAP BTP?
Okay. SAP BTP is just like your digital tool. Have you seen a handyman who comes with his toolbox?
Yeah.
It has all the gadgets, all the tools required to fix any issue, right? Any issues. Same thing is happening with SAP BTP. SAP BTP is a digital platform. It's a complex and very comprehensive platform, which is available for all SAP and non-SAP customers as well. If I'm a SAP customer, if I wanted to scale my business, all I do is enable some BTP application, pre-built application, which will help them to reach a level where they want it to be in right now. Especially when you have such a diversified market, such a competitive market, where you want it to be on highest competent technology, robust and innovative company, right? So this is something which is happening, and that is why this is viral, one of the most viral topic in SAP fraternity.
And it's been around about 5 years, but it's still evolving. What are some intricacies with BTP that maybe SAP users, or you said non-SAP can use it, that they may have not been as familiar with?
This is always happens, right? When you have multiple options available for you, especially when you know that something can be done with the help of certain technology, you can elevate your business process, or you can elevate your goal, your vision from one level to another level. You are in a complex situation, right? That increases complexity because you have thousands of options available, right? And if you are in SAP world, if you're using SAP, BTP provides that kind of tools and flexibility to you, right? It's a feature-rich platform, which increases more complexity in terms of which feature set I have to adopt to enhance my business process. So this is not a complexity. This is just a kind of knowledge base which you need to reach some level, and that is where you need people like us, right? Where we have such a innovative team like Juno Labs and all this, co-innovation team, right? Where we innovated so many homegrown solution, which can simply plug and play in your application and you are good to go. So that is one of the most biggest complexity for the users, right? And we are there to help them.
What are some of the features of BTP?
What are the features? Scalability.
Okay.
It's one of the most common requirement of any business to grow from one level to another level. Scalability, integration with their non-SAP applications, right? And then agility and the speed, right? Let's say I wanted to enhance my procurement process. All I have to do is just adopt one pre-built integration from SAP Service Marketplace or SAP, just reach out to SAP Forum and you will have something available for you. Just need to engage proper team and activate those features in your business process. Speed is one of the most, key perspective in this world right now, which help you to change your business process or adapt a new dimensional changes which is happening right now in the entire world, like AI thing, right? So SAP BTP enables you with all these tools and technologies, right? So this is one of the biggest feature. SAP BTP enables your existing business to a AI-driven business, right? So that is one of the biggest feature which I'm seeing, which I can foresee in coming days, right? SAP Joule is also coming. When you have SAP Joule integrated with SAP, which is going to harness your existing data which you've collected for last several decades or last several years, you can imagine where you can take your business to, right? So that is one of the biggest feature I can tell.
What are the specific tools available inside BTP?
There are various tools. There's if you I mean depending upon your need, depending upon your business processes, there's several tools available. If you talk about integrating your business process with some new or third-party applications, you have various integration tools available within SAP itself or SAP BTP itself. You just need to plug and play. Same thing with pre-built applications. I give you an example: procurement, right? Sales process, your production process, production planning process. They are already standard pre-built application. We just need to enable those things. Best part is you have these tools, technologies available when you need them. You know, because market is changing. Market is so dynamic these days. It's changing day by day, right? Today you see some changes in the in your fraternity that this particular new process has been introduced and they have grown from X point to another point. So SAP BTP enables you with those tools and technologies. So it has everything. You name it and it will have them.
Makes it sound a lot easier than customizing everything.
That's correct. This is one of the biggest advantage. Less configuration, low code, no code. That means you when you migrate from one version of SAP to another version, or let's say you're migrating from one product, one set of product to another product, you don't need to write those codes by your own now. SAP BTP enables you in a way that it will adapt their application with your new application. So it will grow with your business processes. It will grow with you. That's a core of SAP actually.
Before BTP, how long would it take to write code for something like that?
Oh my God. I have seen this these days, back in my past, or you can say my recent past. I have seen when we used to develop such integration and spend at least months to get something from your development stage to all the way to production stage. So I have seen those things. But now, and worst part, you have to be in a situation where you have to stop your business process for 1 or 2 days or maybe sometime hours, right? If you have most efficient team, so those cutover time is reduced to hours. But now with BTP, you don't have to do anything actually. Your business will continue working as it is, and on one fine day you will have new features available for you for your business users, and they can start using it.
That's a game changer.
It's a game changer.
Business disruption, no one ever wants to deal with it.
That's correct.
And time is money. So
Absolutely. But you know what? In some time, this adds a little bit of complexity. Why? Because business users are not ready for changes. So organization change management or change management is one of the another complexity which we usually realize during our implementations. But because this is going to reduce end users' manual activity or their effort or their sometimes frustrations, right? To an extent where they can simply execute their business process in just one click. So sometimes it is very overwhelming for them, right? And they recognize those changes in a way that, oh my God, now I have to just do one click and my task is done. So it increases their efficiency. And sometimes some users who are not very tech savvy, they have some issues. But otherwise, for business, for tech savvy users, it's awesome too. I have seen it. I'll give some examples when time comes. So.
Okay. I'm going to ask you for those. You know that's coming.
I am always ready.
So you kind of teed up my next question. As I said, I'm going to ask, talk about some use cases and success stories you've had with implementing BTP.
Oh, yes. There are many actually. But I'm going to give you something based on verticals, industry verticals. If you talk about healthcare, SAP BTP will enable you using one small tab, your entire patient data plus their medical records, plus all the research around that particular issue, whatever issues that particular patient is facing right now. You have all the research in one tab. And the doctors or the physician or the experts, they can simply review those data and provide best possible treatment for the patient. That's one of the best use case I have seen in healthcare sector. Finance, right? Now, when I'm talking about credit of a end user, or credit of a business, or credit score, or what you call credit risk for any individual or business or uh, any big group, right? We have all data available for us, right? This is integrated with or SAP BTP. You can integrate this with all the available LLMs or all the available tools like SAP or Google Gemini, ChatGPT, and whatnot. Right? With the help of these technologies, you can have all the data around your use case available in one screen. So it's a what you call data visualization for all these scenarios is easily available in one single screen. So decision making for such scenarios is a lot easier for the key stakeholders. I have seen this one. If we talk about retail, this happened with us actually, and we implemented one of the solution. Earlier they were doing front office, shop floor sales agent who does what you call coordinating with customers. Whoever comes in, they used to talk, they used to show the product, and eventually they used to take them to back office. Right now, back office is responsible for processing all his payments, and if there is any financing involved, then they process all those financing steps for them. Right. So this creates so much of delay in one sales transaction, which requires business to wait actually. If you're, let's say, I'm in one fine day, if you have thousands of customers on your shop, can you imagine how much time it will take to cater of such number from end to end, from product selection to all the way to payment and eventually delivery, right? So this has been followed since ages with them, right? But when we implemented our solution, the customers are selecting their product. Sales agent, they simply goes with their mobile device, sign the agreement, swipe the card, then and there on the spot in front of product. They no need to go back to back office, and they're done. Your invoice has been printed or texted on their mobile phone, or it has been sent to their email inboxes, whatever email they prefer to, and eventually they will have everything on their phone. They don't need to do any kind of signature, wet signature, everything. Plus, if they're going on financing options as well, they need to go to back office to complete all those credit checks and whatnot, right? So all this process is reduced from hours to just fraction of minutes. I have seen it, and I have very overwhelming feedback from customers as well.
That's
So wonderful. So this we have done on multiple places, multiple retail customers, and we are seeing those in real life. So it's happening.
So if someone has not used BTP yet and wants to start, what advice would you give them?
See, first of all, they have to have very good team, right? They have to train their business users as well, because if their business users are familiar with BTP technology, they will be ready for the upcoming changes, right? This is very first thing any business should do. Second thing, they should engage good technical and the good leaders in this area, right? Like us, we have guided or advised our customer from day zero to all the way to go live, and we have done all the change management. And the last point is basically adaptability. That's the biggest challenge is when you're introducing new features and functionality in your business processes, which is going to increase the efficiency of your end users. But sometimes end users are little, they need to know, right? They need to know what is the outcome of this process, right? So you have to train them, and eventually, with the help of good team, this adaptability will reduce. Your change management plan, your execution of those plans should be very perfect. So you must have all these things in your mind before planning for adapting SAP BTP in your organization.
You always give us such good tidbits of knowledge and different steps to take. So I appreciate you coming back on the podcast, and I'm sure we'll see you again as we continue to focus on SAP.
I am always here, Carla. Whenever you need me, just text me and I will be there.
Okay, thank you. Bye, Bob. And thank you to our audience. We will see you next week.
Thank you, everyone.